George Kilpatrick Inspiration for the Nation, celebrating people we feel good about. Well, it's always a pleasure to invite one of our partners here, the Oneida Indian Nation, Turning Stone Enterprises, on the program to talk about the things that are going on in the community. And we're pleased to be joined by Joel Barkin. He's the Vice President of Communications. And Joel, we've been talking about the economic impact that the Turning Stone Enterprises has had on the region, and yet there's an even bigger story to tell. Joel, good to see you. Welcome to the program.
Thanks for having me back as always.
So let's talk about what's going on right now. An unprecedented investment in the region. Like, in other words, you're putting your money where your mouth is. Y'all are making some moves. Talk to me.
Well, I think I would start with, and most importantly, is the Oneida Indian Nation's philosophy and what sets it apart, I think, from many other businesses, organizations, is that they truly invest in the future. And we've seen that, I think Turning Stone is an example of that. This past summer was the 30th anniversary. I think all you have to do is look at the Turning Stone campus and everything around the Oneida Indian Nation lands to know how the success of the Oneida Indian Nation and Turning Stone Enterprises have been used to reinvest locally. And this has been a year in particular, 2023, that we just finished, of historic investments in the region, historic growth in payroll spending, and historic spending on vendors, right? We are one of the largest businesses in Central New York and upstate New York. One of the important roles we have just as an economic engine is supporting local businesses. And this year that was on full display. I mean, we had a 25% increase in our vendor spending in the three counties that we are most directly connected to: Onondaga, Oneida, and Madison County. So to put that in perspective, we had close to 800 businesses that we worked with in those three counties alone, and spent a total of $142 million with those businesses, almost $30 million increase. And I know those numbers end up sounding big, 100 million here, 20 million, 30 million there, but that's putting real dollars into the pockets of local businesses. That's going right back into our economy. And I think, the entire region is the beneficiary for it.
And I think the point to be made here is that this is happening right now, and it's continuing to happen, and that there's more to come.
That's right. I mean, our capital projects this year, we spent over $100 million. The Oneida Indian Nation invested in capital projects. That means new construction, new businesses. So everything from New York Rec and Social, Verona Collective, our new cannabis operation, the Oneida Indian Nation Community Center, which is a 60,000 square foot community center for nation members, and other capital investments, new Maple Leaf Market, to be among the others.
And also, isn't there going to be like a emergency medical facility on campus as well?
So right, so in the past year, that 100 million does not include the Turning Stone Evolution, which is the largest expansion of the Turning Stone campus in more than 20 years, and that will be a multiple $100 million investment, close to, which will be building a new hotel, new event center, a new new space for events, and convention space, that is, additional restaurants. We will have we're partnering with Rome Health on a primary care and emergency care facility in this evolution. So it's going to be transformational. When you couple all of the investments on our ongoing investments with this investment, I mean, you're talking about an injection of money into this region that I'm not sure it's ever seen, right? And will have a quite literally a generational impact, and it's something that the nation is incredibly excited about and believes, as its philosophy of investing in the seventh generation, right? So 7 generations ahead, that this is the kind of investment that will ensure that for the Oneida people and for the region that we have this economic engine for decades to come.
And Joel, as we've been talking about, it's also job opportunities, right? And so
Right.
when you think about how this is impacting, this is real people, real jobs right
Right.
now in this moment. And you've also increased your investment in hiring.
That's right. In last year, we had a payroll in 2023 of $220 million. That's a $34 million increase from last year. That's close to 5,000 employees. And that's all range of positions. We've ensured that we are a industry leader still in many areas, and raised entry-level wages in a number of different areas, as well as created new jobs from in the hospitality and Oneida Technical Solutions, our government contracting arm, among many other areas, cannabis, etc. So the roles that we're creating, they keep multiplying, and there's new roles and new responsibilities and additional career growth. So it has been a real positive transformation in that front as well.
As an economic engine in the region and the importance of that, there's also a message here, Joel, that I think is really critical and is important. And that is that you're doing what you started, you made the commitment to grow the region and to be an economic engine. You're doing it now, and you're continuing to do it for the future. Discuss the philosophy behind that and the critical importance of that as you see it as a business strategy and philosophy.
Well, I think that we will often talk about, and Ray Halbritter, the nation Oneida Indian Nation representative and CEO of our organization, will often talk about what makes tribal gaming different than commercial gaming and many other businesses. And it starts with the fact that the revenues generated from Turning Stone Enterprises are reinvested both into the Oneida people to support things like housing, healthcare, public safety, among many other areas, elders programs, etc. And that's why we exist as a business, to first and foremost to support the Oneida people, and by extension what that does, and what I think the Oneida Indian Nation has proven is that as it does well, the region does well. The two are directly aligned, completely symbiotic. These numbers don't count are the silver covenant payments, which are the payments that the Oneida Indian Nation makes under the 2013 agreement between the nation and surrounding counties in New York State that settled all issues. In the last year alone, it was close to $90 million that was generated for the state and the local counties. And that money is being used for all kinds of things that are good for the region. I mean, Onondaga gets money for that. Madison County gets money from that. All 10 counties within our exclusivity zone are getting money from that. So and that comes directly from our businesses, right? So and it's predicated on, as we do well, the region does well, gets more money, right? And it was structured very much that way by the nation's leadership, because there was an understanding of what want to have an invested partner in the region, and an understanding by the region that, as we need to find things that are going to be both beneficial for all parties, because that ultimately serves everyone's interest.
And so while we hear about a lot of new things happening and investment in the community, what's the point you want to make?
Well, I just think that we are, that this is a really transformational period for both the nation and the region. The Turning Stone evolution is going to put the region on the map in a way that it has never been. We will have the premier meetings and convention space in New York. I think I would say in all of New York, certainly in all of upstate New York. There's nothing else like it. This new hotel that we're building is going to be spectacular, and will allow us to do a lot more large scale events that I think people are going to really enjoy and be able to take a part of. And as that grows, we are able, and the nation is able to invest in more businesses and more vendors and create more jobs. And we think it's an important moment for people to recognize and understand like what a positive future this region has, and the nation is very proud to play a leadership role in helping ensure that that's the case.
Lots of things to look forward to, lots going on right now. I got to check out, I've been meaning to check out New York Rec and Social Club. Is that a membership only club, or how does that work?
Oh, sir, it's open. It is it's our newest restaurant entertainment venue. Come out. It has incredible wings, burgers, great nachos. It's gastropub meets sports book meets social club. We have air hockey, foosball, lots of other fun games. Like, people are loving it. It's done really well, and has been a big hit.
Looking forward to it. All right. So the bottom line here is that the Oneida Indian Nation is here to stay, has been here. We're investing in you're investing in the community, in the region, and the economic impact of those investments are part of the economic engine that is fueling this area, this region, upstate, central, and Mohawk Valley region of this state, and doing so in a way that continues to invest in human capital, capital, and in the communities that you serve. So, what more can you ask for? And I think continue good work, because we with all the commitments that have been made over the years, in many ways, you're one of the shining examples of the work that has delivered on promises made.
Great. Thank you very much for saying that.
Joe Barkin, Vice President of Communications for the Oneida Indian Nation, owners of Turning Stone Enterprises. Thank you so much. A great partner with Inspiration for the Nation. We thank you for the partnership, and we continue to look forward to some great things to come. OnEnterprises.com, by the way, to find out how you can be a part of the revolution and the evolution. Inspiration for the Nation.
Be well.
Thank you.